Hello everyone, and welcome back to my Archeological Edition series. This is episode 2, and I'm very excited to get working on some things I have planned today. Thank you for returning, coming back for episode 2. So I did a tiny little bit off camera. I changed up some of the flowers. You can see we've got a couple of red, blue, purple. Just change it up a little bit. I've also now got windows. So we have, I wanted them to all be different. So they're all circular from the glass blower, but we've got purple, a blue, and an orange window. These now have these cool doors. My bed's over there, a little beagle on him. And then got the wolves here. A little crafting corner. All the chests are like lined up and organised quite nicely over here. And then we've got a couple of the workbenches, stuff like that over here. I'd like to move them out maybe and have a wall. Not too sure yet. But my plan for today is I'd like to get a farm going in preparation for the dinosaurs because especially the carnivores need to eat, and I don't want to incubate and work on getting dinosaurs when I don't have food for them. So I'd like to start off with chickens first because we have quite a few of them, but I'd also like to grab some cows and pigs. Sheep are probably going to be my last priority. Although to be fair, they do have the wool, which would be quite useful. But we'll just see how we go. I know that I have all three kinds of animals all around me, so there's no shortage of animals. But I think I'm going to work on putting the farm. I think I'm going to pop it here in this section. So it's not too far from home. I don't really want dinosaurs here, I don't think. And then this area something else will go. I'd like to turn this little space into a nice garden for the dogs to run around in too. So I think that'll probably take me about 5-10 minutes to do. It's just going to be a couple of leaves with some trapdoors and slabs, etc. So I think I'm going to work on that now. And then I will start collecting and building up a nice little farm area. Yeah. Yep, that sounds like a plan. Okay, right, I'll cut back once I've got those bits done. I'll save you all the boring collecting and building part. Okay, I have done it. So I have had to move the glass blower, but you can see the door. It comes out to this area. It's quite overgrown, but I wanted it to be like that so that the dogs can run around and play in it. They do all follow this one from there's like a herding almost, like a pack leader that all the other wolves stick around. Other animals do it too. I think cows do it. So I was hoping that they'd all kind of wander around separately, but they're all following her, but that's fine. At least I know that they won't wander off, and if she gets out, they're all together. So there's that, and they can come back inside if they want to. They seem pretty happy out here. I've got a cute little flower hanging. Nice little pen on the side of the house. I feel like it quite nice. It's simple. Took me 5-10 minutes. But yeah. So now I'm going to go mad collecting supplies to create a little chicken coop. So I'll get back to you once I've done that. Okay, here is our little chicken pen. But built a cute little coop. I'm going to replace these with tables once I've got the hair, but for now, just some wood, a little elevated platform. I went in there and I found out the best chickens that I could. There wasn't very many, but we had a couple, so a level 24, or a quality 24. We got a quality 46, 37 male, 33 female, 27 male, and a 43 male. So we'll do the 40s together. For you, 27. Let's probably do these two, these two. There we go. Oh, what is this? What actually is a rare egg? I do still have all of the other chickens over there purely for genetics purposes. Once I've got 100% in these guys, which isn't looking very promising. But once I've got good chickens in these guys, hopefully it will outweigh it a bit and I can get some better quality other colours of chickens. Because right now they're all like tans and browns and I'd like to incorporate a couple different ones. You? I'm not sure what that is. Not very good quality, but well, keep an eye on. Save me having to look around for it. I'm gonna actually get to the fence. Oh, that feels really mean. It's fine. Oh, there you go. Okay, so I think the next one I'd like to do, I'd just like to do a little pen there. I think I'll go grab some pigs or cows. I think I'm actually gonna go for sheep because I'd like to build a barn for the cows. Um, but I'm not. It's right. It's very clear my time. Whatever. I'd like to build a barn for cows and then have just like one or two horses. When I was getting the flowers earlier, I found a village. And they've got two horses over there. I also saw, I think it's this. Which is weird. It was a weird place. I've also seen this on the map. And there was one more thing. I think it was over here. Might be because I'm in my hold on. Oh my goodness, it is night. Um there was the village. Oh, it is a village, that's what I mean. There's the village there, but there's this big town village I'd like to go and see. Seems like there's a castle or something in the middle. It's quite big. But yeah. Oh, that's what this one over here is too. And then this strange little thing. I'm not too sure what they are. But I'd like to have an explore. So pigs, cows, sheep, at least one of them first, then we'll go. I have accidentally just had there's a puppy. Um so I kind of forgot that so I thought that the dragons stuff was different. I thought that because I'm not too sure to be honest. I thought that their breeding would be different, I guess, and I also kind of did a stupid and forgot that when you feed things, they breed. So I was feeding my wolves, and now we have a puppy. I mean, I'm not complaining, and at least it's male, so I can differentiate it from its mum. Because we don't have name tags. Well, to be fair, I think they're pretty easy to craft. But yeah, we've got a puppy now, I guess. Okay, so some progress. I've been um on Beagle. Also, I'm not sure if I said earlier, but I had to put this here because the wolves. So out here, all grown up, and these two kind of follow each other, and then they'll stick in a group. There you go. I have finished the barn, so this is the barn. I'm gonna get some cows as soon as maybe a horse, but I think cow barn. Oh, I see. Go around. Look at the beagle kill. Oh, look at him go! Oh no! No, don't hit him! Oh, my sword. He's okay. No. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Something really cool happened with um reading them, and I got this really weird this black egg. I got this black egg, but it was fertilized, and it popped out this one. It was 12, but you know whatever. So I'd breed it anyway because I got an achievement for it because it was. So these three, the baby, I got a level 80 male. Hey, voiceover blue here. It was pissing me off how much it was cutting out, and I didn't want to have to type it all. I want to be able to explain to you guys what I'm trying to do. So, as I said in the text, my siblings had to go to bed, and I had to be quiet. It was quite late. Um, and apparently my microphone thought, yeah, we're gonna cut you out because you're too quiet and you sound like background noise. I was not background noise. I was trying really hard to get the microphone to pick me up, but it just didn't want to. So I bred the chickens. I've sped the clip up quite a bit. I wanted to show you, so you can slow it down if you want to watch it, but I just wanted to show you the chickens really. I was quite happy with a lot of the percentages I got. I got some quite high ones. But I bred the chickens, and then before I wanted to get the cows, I wanted to go and grab some hay bales to give the cows a little bit of something to eat and a little bed area. I also wanted to get some hay bales into the chicken coop, so I kind of zoom around on the map on a village that had some hay bales, and I also really wanted a horse, and that village had two really pretty horses, so I thought, well, in the meantime, I'll get the hay bales and I'll also get the horse. So that's what I went and did, I guess. Yeah. Okay, voiceover blue here again. Um, the noise suppression, it's killing me. I I don't know what to do about it, to be honest, but basically I was telling you how I'd killed a cow on the way over to craft a saddle, which is why I'm on the other side of the village. And then I was deciding which horse I wanted. I was surprised that the horses wouldn't kick me because earlier I found a wild horse and it kicked me and my dog killed it. These two weren't running away or kicking me. I think it had something to do with the black one being stuck in a tree, but I don't know about the other one. And then chopped the tree to get the horse out. When, oh my god, wow, why is it so fast when I was running around? Because it was, like, unreasonably fast for a horse. I thought it was quite speedy. Um, I sat Beagle down over there because I didn't want him to attack the horse in case the horse hit me. And then I went around, I collected the hay bales, and yeah, voiceover blew back again, and I'm not leaving this time. All the audio I did for the rest of the night just didn't pick up. The noise suppression hates me, but I'm at the next area. There wasn't too much here. I took the knife, but that was about it. Nothing else really intrigued me, and there wasn't too much. I think these are structures from Farmer's Delight, if I'm correct. I was contemplating taking the crates, and then I decided not to. If I want them, I'll come back later. But yeah, so I decided then I wanted to go to that little hut over by the water. So I waypointed it so it was easier for me to go over and delete the old waypoint because I don't need it anymore. Um, I then tried herding the pigs, but it didn't work. But let's cut to there. So I'm now at the hut. This seems like a fishing hut. I got really excited by the sushi. I took the water bucket because free iron, I guess. Like, I know it's only 3 iron, but could be 3 iron off of something later. So I took the bucket. I couldn't take the rest of the rice for some reason. Here is where I got very excited about the sushi. I realised I could take it all, and it's cool. I don't actually like sushi in real life, but it's cool, and I like sushi, and I like the way it looks. So I took the sushi, and then grabbed some of these orange tulips because they are my favourite flower in the game. I absolutely adore orange tulips. I tried to get back on the horse, and some of them disappeared. I got very confused. Then I realised you can put them in your horse's mane and tail, which I think was absolutely adorable. I spent a while trying to figure out how to get them off because I didn't know if you could switch up the flowers or what. So I tried it with the red one, but I think the max you can put on is two. So I wonder if you could do like two different colours. I don't know. I need to experiment with that later on. But yeah, I got quite excited about that. And then I needed to go over the water anyway, but I dunked myself in water to see if that would work, and it did not. So I made my way back home, or started to anyway, after trying not to drown in the river. Oh, I then came across some cows and decided they looked like they would be fun to try and herd because you can herd animals on the back of a horse. That cow there wanted to, the other one didn't. So I started trying to herd it and it kind of broke. I feel like it's a little bit buggy and it doesn't work too well on terrain that is quite high up and hilly. I then heard something weird and I thought it was the possum. It was not. It was the seagull. So I picked a fight with a seagull again. I despise seagulls. I am determined to find a way to just ban them from my world. I hate them. There's no need for them. They suck and they're awful and I will kill them if I can. I saw another seagull and that was when I was just like done. Fell down a cliff, had a heart attack. I didn't want to kill my horse. I found some more fossils, which I almost hit my beagle over because he stood on them, which, why would you even do that? I then made my way fully back home and tried not to drown again, but I got cows. So off camera, I went and got some cows. I got I got this black cow. Is a male and female of these Hereford cows, whatever they are, and then a Highland cow, which is my favourite kind of cow, and I was very excited to get the Highland cow. I then struggled to separate the cows because I wanted the Highland cow and the black cow to have a calf because I wanted a little black Highland cow baby. So I started using my leads to separate them, so I could get them like out easier. And then I did. I got a little black Highland cow baby, which I was really excited about. I love Highland cows. I love how fluffy they are, and I love their giant horns, and they're just adorable. So, and then I showed you my barn with all the hay in it. I've used all the hay I collected, so I hope I don't need any more anytime soon. But, and then I have all my chickens, and I'm telling you about how I'm going to separate them off camera, and here we are. So, I have all my really good ones in the coop, all my like 80s and my 70s and stuff like that in the coop, so that they kind of stick together and I can try and get those higher. Then this one is more like your 50s and your 40s%, and then this one's your 30s. Anything that was a 20%, even if it was 29%, got put straight back to the other pen. I didn't want them. They were discarded. Off you go. I then breed the chickens. That wasn't good. I then breed the chickens. Um, there's not much to say about that. I just bred the chickens. I leaded up the ones that were not very good quality and took them back over to the killing pen, I guess. So yeah, I also grabbed the good ones to put into the other sections. So you can see me, I struggle a lot with this because all the chickens want to be all up in each other's business and through all the other gates, and it was a giant pain in the butt. But I managed to do it. I managed. Yeah, you can see that the chickens were were causing me some issues. Um, the cows also seemed to want seeds, unless they were just looking at me, but they sort of seemed like they wanted this. I'm kind of disappointed I didn't try give them seeds, to be honest. But yeah, you can see me here just picking chicken through. Why do I show you so much chicken? Like, getting the chicken scooting along. And yeah, here's the mass amount of chicken I have just ready to die, I guess. So the beagle has a when you put it in wandering, if it's near chickens, it will hunt them for you. So my plan is once I've got all 100% in that pen, it's like full of bad chickens. I'm just gonna set my beagle loose. Might sound cruel, but whatever. But now I think I'm wanting to work on the actual dinosaur stuff ready for next episode. So next episode, I would really, really like to actually start getting some dinosaurs. I'm very excited. So you can see me, I craft the analyzer, that was pretty easy. I do need tar for the next one. I used my slime ball and a couple more leads because it was winding me up, not having enough. See, the amber chunk didn't work in there, so I definitely have to go on Google and see what that takes. But that's about it for this bit. Um, I'm just gonna let you enjoy silence for a minute. I thought the cactus was quite cool. I don't have cactus yet, I haven't found the desert, so I got quite excited about the cactus. I then decided that I didn't want the other things doing yet, I wanted to see the dinosaurs. And look, first DNA, and I got into a giant rant about how to pronounce it because I don't actually know. I was going Gallimimus, Gallimimus, Gallimimus. I'm just gonna call it Gallimimus because I actually don't know how to say it, which is surprising because I am a giant dinosaur nerd. I absolutely adore dinosaurs. Um, but I got that, and then I just sat and waited. I was very disappointed that I kept just getting bone meal and sand. Um, yep, more bone meal. And now here, I got so excited. I got a dodo. I was like, I took this as, yes, the bones do give you 100%. Got my hopes up. I almost cried. Parasaurolophus are my absolute favourite dinosaur. I adore them. They are definitely in my top dinosaurs. And I didn't get the DNA. I didn't get the DNA from any of the other bones. I was so angry that the dodo had given me false hope like that. Because now I have a dodo. Out of all those cool dinosaurs I could have got, I got a dodo. I'm not happy about that one, and I'm pretty sure you can keep the skeleton or make a skeleton or something. I'm not actually sure on that, but I was not happy. So I went off to go get tar for the culture vat. I think that's what it's called. But basically, what I was telling you guys about was I got confused why my wolf had got out, or how my wolf got out. I then was telling you about the very, very cute little blonde Highland cow I had found. I then did some more chicken sorting. I love the chickens, they're so cute. Um, while rambling about how next episode, I think what my plan is that I'm gonna go mining and find some more fossils instead, because as much as I love a Gallimimus or a dodo, I would really like something else, and I don't want to hatch them like by themselves. I'd like them to have friends. So I'm hopefully gonna try and find a lot of dinosaur bones tomorrow, or whenever I create. I mean, I'm already working on the next episode. During this voiceover, I have just been on the world looking at like getting started going mining and stuff. So yes, I am going mining. I haven't found anything cool yet. You'll just have to wait and come back next episode, I guess. But and then I got very angry about how the heck my wolves were all getting out. I was showing you my cool stone tablets and about how I was using them to decorate the walls. These are actually really cool and I quite like them. Wolves running about, yeah, wasn't much else. Kind of shoved everything back in the chests and stuff like that. And then you'll see the wolves get out again in a minute, and I got so upset over this. I don't understand how they were getting out. But why am I back at the cows? I genuinely confuse myself sometimes. I have no clue why I went back over to those cows. And there's no audio in the original clip, so I don't even know what I was saying then. But yes, I was showing you my DNA and saying about how I was going mining, as I've said. Oh, the plants, I was telling you about how we've definitely got enough plants and food underway, and then the wolves get out, and I don't know how they're getting out, but it's infuriating, because how they're managing to push each other over somehow, and I have genuinely don't have a clue how they're doing it. Like there's no blocks around for them to stand on, and they haven't been able to do this the entire time that I've had them out, which has been a couple hours. I think I started this recording at 7 o'clock, and at this point it's 11:20 p.m. But yes, anyway, that's a next episode kind of off camera kind of thing to sort out. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this video was a bit more clean and smoother than the last one. I really enjoyed making it. Also, please consider subscribing. I really want to hit 1,000 by the time I turn 18. It would be an absolute honour to be able to hit that. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!